That was not very good, was it? If you've ever battled with that shot, have had a really difficult time hitting your fairway woods, and never really had a clear solution on what's the problem and how to fix it, well, today's video is going to be perfect for you. Hi everyone, I'm Rotary Swing instructor Chris Tyler. Today's video is purposed around teaching you how to start hitting your fairway woods much more solidly, much more consistently, and how to get the ball launching in the air just like a tour player. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay everyone, so the purpose of today's video is to give you a really good game plan on how to start hitting your fairway woods much more solid. I know that top shot that I showed you in the intro can be extremely frustrating, and a lot of students ask us, why does that keep happening? Why do I keep topping the golf ball? Why do I have such a hard time with my fairway woods, but I can hit my irons great? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go through the main causes of this, and more importantly, I'm going to give you a couple of good ways to correct it so you can start hitting your golf ball much more solidly. So let's go ahead and look at the causes of this problem first. Now that we've identified what the problem is, it's a topped golf shot, or even hitting it solid to begin with, now let's go after the causes of this. The first main cause that you'll see is a change of the angle to the spine. Okay, so if I'm set up at my address position, you can see that there's an angle to my spine, and down in the hitting area, the spine is going to be much more vertical. Okay, that's the first. Now the second is too much axis tilt. So both of these actually have to do with the position of your spine, believe it or not. So the first one again was the spine angle starting to change, starting to move more vertical. The second one is going to be too much axis tilt or secondary axis tilt down in the hitting area. Okay, why does that happen though? Why do we have too much secondary axis tilt down in the hitting area? Well, our brain is really good about trying to figure out ways to try to help the ball in the air, and that feels natural to us, is to try to lean back to help give the golf ball lift. What that's doing is it's actually starting to create more of an ascending blow on the golf ball, so it's starting the club on its way up rather than down. Believe it or not, with a 3-wood or fairway woods, you still want to hit down on the golf ball. Tour players on average usually hit down on it maybe 3 to 4 degrees. That's the angle of attack, 3 to 4 degrees. Sometimes as extreme as 5 degrees, but right in between 3 and 4 degrees is kind of that middle point. So in order to hit down on the golf ball, what do we need to do? In order to maintain our spine angle, what do we have to do? Well, we have to understand what's causing those things to happen. So aside from trying to help the ball in the air, and we see most of my weight is leaning over here on my right side, that's going to start the club moving up. It's going to be really hard to make sure I transfer my weight. And then at the same time, my spine is moving to a vertical position. You can see that what's causing this is a lot of trail side push. Okay, that's bringing the hips forward. It's making the spine go vertical. It can also, from a face-on perspective, can make the spine lean. So the best way to correct this is actually a great drill. I want you to try this out. You can stand up at your house or whatever it may be and put your tush up against a wall. And what I want you to do is about maybe 100 to 300 reps. And I don't want you to put any holes in the walls, okay? So I don't want anybody's loved ones calling me and say, my husband or wife has put holes all in my walls, so just go easy with this. I want you to stick your tush lightly up against a wall. And I just want you to make some good swings back and forth. And I want you to try to keep your right tush or your trail tush against the wall as you're swinging over to 3 o'clock. Okay, what this is going to do is going to give you the sensation of keeping your chest down. Now, obviously, in a real-world situation, at a high-speed situation, we would have a slight bump of the hips on the way down, so our tush would go back. It would probably go through the wall. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to give you a feel of how the chest is going to need to be over the golf ball and the hips are going to need to stay back. So this is a great drill for you if you've had a lot of early extension in your golf swing. Try it out. Stick your tush right up against a wall. Okay, and as you're swinging through, I want you to try to keep your right tush back and touching the wall. Make sure you're shifting your weight at the same time. So when you go back, I actually break this up into 3 pieces. I'll shift to my right, I'll swing out, and I'll shift left, and then I'll release. Okay, keep my right tush back. You can see that I actually hit down through the shot. So after you've corrected that, after you've done about 100 to 300 reps, now we've got to identify what we want to do to not stop trying to help the golf ball in the air. Okay, so the biggest thing I can tell you to help you out with that is it's kind of like if you've watched Justin Rose on TV lately, he's got a move where he actually holds his back to the target as long as he can while he's shifting his weight. And what that's allowing him to do, it's allowing him to be more patient with his upper body. Because the chances are we try to spin really hard And that spinning really hard is what's going to create that secondary axis tilt. So what I want you to try to do here is I want you to try to keep your back to the target as long as possible while you're shifting your weight over to that left side. And once you get your weight over that left side, keep everything else exactly the same. So if you've been struggling with fairway woods, the big point is that you want to keep it simple, stupid. I know we've all heard that expression, it's KISS. Keep it simple. Don't make any drastic changes. Understand that the problem is your hips are coming forward or you're trying to help the ball in the air. Think of it as like a 7 or an 8 iron in your hands. Don't overswing, don't get tense in your arms to try to hit the golf ball. All of those things can be the main causes to this really nagging issue. So a couple videos to help you out with this. If you've struggled with too much secondary tilt, this is going to be the level shoulders drill. And these videos I'm going to put over to the right-hand side of the video player underneath the recommended videos. So the first one, if you've battled with too much tilt, either hitting the ground before the ball, or you've been topping it a lot, check out level shoulders. It's a great video to help you out. The second video I want you to check out is sitting into the left side, and the third video is losing the tush line. Those videos are going to help you correct this problem, and you will not battle with topping the golf ball any longer. Okay, so if you're joining us on our YouTube channel and you just saw the cause and effects of this top shot, and you like this video, go ahead and click the like button below. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post those up and I'll help you out as best I can. Also, go ahead and click that subscribe button that's up here so you can see a lot of our upcoming videos. You can see any video announcement that we put out. Lots of great instructional content coming up this winter. Great time for you to start working on your golf swings and get things so you're ready to hit the ground running in the next season. Also, I want to let you know that if you want to see the level shoulders video in its entirety, which is a premium video on the website, you can go ahead and click the link in the description below or this annotation that's about to pop up on your screen. That's going to take you over to our website where you can sign up for a free membership. And you can watch that video in its entirety. It's a great way to start helping get rid of a lot of that secondary axis tilt we talked about in the video today. All right, guys, I wish you all the best. Make it a great day, and let's play some great golf.